Man, it's 6 months into 2023 and we've gotten a lot of heat and we still got 6 months to go and we've got more heat coming. But in today's video, we're going to be taking a look at my top 10 that I've been able to cop so far 2023. Let's get into it. What's going on, YouTube? It's Source of the Way It Kicks channel. Happy Thursday to everybody out there. We are slowly approaching the weekend, and man, very excited for the weekend coming up. Got a couple things planned, but where has the time really gone? It's already June, and we're already a week into June, and soon we'll be saying Happy New Year for 2024. But with all the heat that's going to be coming out, we shouldn't really be looking to 2024 just yet. Now, the fact that it's 6 months into 2023, we've got a bunch of sneakers that have come out. Now, these are going to be my top 10 pickups that I've been able to make. So your top 10 may be different because you've got a few different sneakers in your collection that you were able to get. But in any case, let's go ahead and jump right in to my top 10. And starting off at number 10, I went with the women's Jordan 1 High Reverse Laney. And the materials on here are pretty much why I picked this for number 10. I mean, the leather quality is very soft, very tumbled all over. And I do actually like the color blocking on here. Now, some people were lucky enough to pick these up when they went on sale. And if you were able to cop these on sale, then you got a very high quality sneaker for a low price, guys. Now, I couldn't get extended sizing at retail. They were supposed to come out in extended sizing, but unfortunately, extended sizing was only available on the secondary market. Why they made that change, I don't know. But very happy to have these, and I got these at number 10. Let's move on to number 9. Now, number 9 for me is the Jordan 5 Unseason. Can you really go wrong with UNC color blocking on any shoe? Haven't seen it done wrong just yet. Now, the Jordan 5 silhouette is a very respected silhouette, and I love these. I would change this Jordan college kind of PE back tab here on the back and make it just a Jumpman, but you know what, it doesn't necessarily bother me that much. It is a change I would give to this shoe. Now, there was some hype behind the sneaker originally when it was going to release, and there's still people on the hunt to try to cop these. I have seen a few restocks out there. Hopefully you've been able to get yourself a pair, but if not, I would probably wait for some more restocks to come because they are going to be coming. Moving on from number 9, we're going into sneaker number 8. Now, number 8 on my list is a Jordan 4, and I'm talking about the Jordan 4 Thunders. Now, this is the third time Jordan Brand has actually released the Jordan 4 Thunders. We had gotten them previously twice before, and I'm very happy to go ahead and have these in my collection. I mean, this brings back memories from my childhood. Now, this wasn't an OG sneaker that Mike wore, but it's technically an OG colorway that released over a decade ago, and I'm very happy to be able to add these to the collection, guys. And the quality material on here is very nice. Now, these aren't really going crazy on the resale market, so if you're still in the hunt for them and you want a pair, then guess what? You can still get them at a decent price, maybe 40-50 bucks over actual retail, not the $400 that eventually I think these will creep up to over time, because 4s usually equal 400. Moving on from number 8, we're going to go to number 7. Now, number 7 on the list is the Jordan 1 Low Concord. Now, these here in particular, guys, I really love the way these came out. I love the patent leather look, and I love how much of this sneaker actually looks like the Jordan 11 Concords. But these really are supposed to be, in my opinion, an alternative to the Panda Dunks. Now, a lot of people are down now on the Panda Dunks. I never really wanted a pair of Panda Dunk lows. I do have a pair of highs. I like the highs a little bit better than the lows, but this here in particular is way better in my opinion than any Panda Dunk low out there. So I would say if you're able to cop these, or you were able to cop these, this is definitely a good shoe to have, and I believe this shoe will actually go up in price even more over time. Moving on from that, now the silhouette we're going to talk about next is one that we didn't even realize we were going to be getting this year. And so really, when we talk about top 10 sneakers of the year, we got to think that Jordan Brand and Nike may have some things up their sleeve that we have no idea are going to be coming about. And the next silhouette I'm talking about is these right here, the Jordan Airship PEs. Now this is the every game pair of the blue and white colorway, and this right here technically was the people's champ as far as the pack is concerned. Now there is a red and white pair as well that go along with these, and that's supposed to be representative of the Chicago Bulls uniform. These are supposed to be representative of the North Carolina shorts that he wore under that uniform. But I mean, for $140, we got some really great materials on here, and dare I say, the materials on here are actually better than some of the Jordan 1s. Now, if you don't know, these are the ones before the ones. The shoes that actually were banned were a pair of black and red Jordan Airships, not the Jordan 1s that they actually used in the advertisement. These were the actual banned silhouette that the NBA did to Mike, and that Nike went ahead and paid that $5,000 fine for. Moving on from these, we are going into the top 5 shoes. Now, number 5 is another Jordan Airship. Now, this is the red and white pair. To me, this is my favorite of the two. I love the way the red looks on this kind of aged-looking white suede, and man, just me personally, these are my favorite. These are my favorite of the two. I mean, now this is the red and white every game pair. A lot of people were actually down on this sneaker versus the blue and white one. Now, most of the hype to the blue and white one was surrounded by the fact that Nike actually gave Nigel Sylvester a PE that looked exactly like it. So a lot of people thought that the two shoes had something to do with each other. But once they found out that they didn't, that price as far as resale came down on the blue every game pair, but it didn't go down in terms of popularity, as I stated in my video that I did on them before. Number 4 is these right here, the Jordan 13 Playoff. Now this is an OG colorway and an OG sneaker that Mike actually played in, and I'm very happy to have these in the collection. The quality of material on here is very, very nice. I believe these retailed at what, $210, and they actually did end up going on sale, especially some of the smaller sizes, but I haven't seen too many restocks out there, but it's very possible that we do get a restock on them, so make sure you're paying attention if you're still on the search. Now, number 3. Now, this shoe here in particular, a lot of people weren't feeling, and then because of the movie, for those of us who went out and caught, it makes even more sense. Now, I didn't need the movie to love this shoe, but the shoe I'm talking about are these guys right here, the Jordan 1 SpiderMan 2.0s. Now, I love this sneaker at first sight, and for those of you who did not, and it took the movie, and now you're like, damn, I missed out on it. I mean, yeah, you did. You did miss out, but if you haven't seen the movie, I don't want to spoil too much. Just know that this shoe is in there, and it makes total sense as to why they gave it this color blocking. But if you do go back and watch my review on these, part of my theory as to why this shoe looked the way it did was actually proven correct based on the movie. So I would go ahead and watch that review, hopefully, and you go ahead and see the movie too at some point, so you can see what it is we're talking about. But these right here, yeah, this is definitely a hot sneaker, and I love how unique these are. Moving on to number 2. Now, this shoe here in particular, a lot of people are going after, and it's pretty much the last of its kind, and I'm talking about the Jordan 1 Women's Travis Scott Olive. And whoo boy, now this was actually the most stocked Jordan 1 Travis Scott, and because of that, the resale was initially down on it. But again, it's the last Travis Scott Jordan 1 collaboration that we're supposed to be getting ever, as far as we know right now. So guess what happened to the price? The price has now started to go the other way and gone up in terms of people still going after these. Now, if you're still on the hunt for a pair, we'll never be getting a restock on these ever, in my opinion. So I would say save up your money if you can and try to cop, or maybe cop some other shoes and try to use them as trade bait to eventually be able to trade for these. But if you can go ahead and get these in your collection, I would definitely go ahead and do so, because like I said, it is the last of its kind. All right, now coming in at number 1, this is an OG sneaker, and there was a little bit of hate with it because of the QC issues, but overall, those of us who wanted to cop definitely went, and we're happy to be able to get a pair. And I'm talking about these right here, the Jordan 3 White Cement 88 Reimagined. And man, this is the second of the Reimagined series as far as an aged looking sneaker is considered, and Super happy to have these in the collection. Now, this is an OG that Mike actually played in back in his playing days, just like the Jordan 13s were, that is also on that list. And I know a lot of people had some issues with theirs as far as the elephant print was concerned, but I actually got a decent match pair, and I was able to double up on these two, and that pair that I had gotten was also really nice. So I think those of us out there who had issues with their Jordan 3s, I think social media actually blew that issue up more than what it really was. But because of social media and that blow up, it actually kind of tanked the popularity and the likability of the shoe. But for the most part, I think people got really decent pairs, and over time will be more kind to these as we move on. In any case, this is my top 10. I would love to hear your thoughts as far as what your top 10 is. Now, again, the top 10 shoes that I put out here are shoes that I was able to actually acquire in my collection. Now, yours may be different whether you acquired them or not, but I like to do things on what it is I acquired. I want to hear your thoughts and opinions. Let me know. I love interacting with you guys. In any case, I do have the Wash Heritages coming up that I'm going to be doing a review on once I pick them up on Saturday. I do have the Jordan Airship Tech Grays coming in that I'm going to be doing a review on. And I got a couple sneakers I was able to reach back for this month that I'm going to be giving you a review on as well. Now, June is the perfect time to do some reach backs on some shoes that you missed out on, especially since there's not a lot dropping, so that's something really to consider. In any case, this is Lewis of the Wear Your Kicks channel, reminding you that every day is a great day to wear your kicks.